Okay, I think that I am live and I wanted to change the title of this live stream, but my little app here wouldn't let me do it. Let's see if it'll let me change something here. Hello! It'll let me say that. Maybe. Okay, so this is who my package is from. Now, it's not the gelatos and the highlighters that's inside this box, but this is who my package is from. How exciting is that? So we're going to open this up and see what they have sent me. I took forever to try to find this company, the right connection to talk to them so that they would send us some products. So I'm so excited because they finally sent me something. So we're going to open this up together and see what's in there. Looks like we've got a few people signing in. Hello, everybody. And oh, my sister's here too. Hello. So we're going to peek inside. Like I said, it's not the gelatos that's in here. It's something else. I'm so excited to show you. So I'm going to get the camera. I'm kind of just holding it loose here. All the cords are all crazy. So I'm going to set you down here while I tear into this box. Hang in there. I actually got this yesterday, but I wouldn't let myself open it up. If you guys can hear me, make sure you tell me you can hear me good. Let me get into this side here, and we'll open it up. And I'm going to change the title of this live stream because we're not going to be doing a new coloring page. We're playing with what's inside this box. Okay. Oh, bumping the camera. Oh, you guys say you can hear me? Okay, good. Lots of packaging, which I appreciate when they send things like this, that they package it really good. Don't drop it on the floor, Jennifer. Lots of packaging. It's like Christmas. Oh my goodness, we're still going. Someone says, how could you stand not opening it? It was really hard, but I had worked so hard yesterday and I was so tired. Oh, what do I see down there? Ooh. And then I've been editing videos all day today. And so I told myself, as soon as you're done editing videos, you can open what's in your box, Jennifer. Okay, so we have two things to look at. Okay, let me put you down. And we'll get this thing to come into focus and we'll look at what we've got here. Okay, let me get this straight so you guys can see good too. Oh, this is going to be cool too. Okay. Let me make sure we're straight. Hey Steve, I have a favor for you when you get a chance. Okay, let me sit down here. All right, so when I contacted Faber-Castell, I told them about the color pencil review series I'm doing. And I told them that all I had was a little 12 set. And I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do a good review of their pencils. Will you go on, grab my... Steve's here. Say hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Will you go on our YouTube channel? I think the name of this live stream says something about it being a new coloring page. Will you go on and change it to just say Jennifer's opening a fun box or something like that? Anyway, so I contacted Faber-Castell and I told them that I'm doing this review and I wanted to make sure I had enough pencils that I could do their review really good. I didn't think 12 pencils would be enough. And so it took me forever to find the right phone number to talk to the right person, and finally got them. And when I talked to them, I do like I always do, and I said, my people would love to have a free sample if you wouldn't mind. And so they sent me something, and then this is for you guys. How cool is that? Oh. So this is for me to do the review and all my testing and experimenting, and this is for you guys. Oh. And what we're going to do is do a giveaway when I launch the review. Then we're going to do a giveaway, and one of you lucky people will get to win a 24 set of their pencils. And she was so excited about sharing this with you guys. So this 24 set of beautiful pencils, I think it's like a $40 or a $50 set of pencils right here. So I'm not going to open this one because I want it to stay pristine and perfect for whoever wins this beautiful set. So I'm so excited. I'm trying to pull up a chat here so I can chat with you guys. La la la, just a second. Let's see if I go over here. Maybe I can do it. Yep, here we go. Sorry, everybody's waiting for me to open the other one.
I'm not a customer, but I'm calling about that.
Sorry, you guys can hear the commercial rolling in the back. Let me mute that. Oh, this is just really boring here while you're just watching me. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this one is for the giveaway. And then this is the one that they sent me to do the review with. You guys are cute. Linda says she's singing with me. And this one, oh my word, look how gorgeous. Oh, that's the art angel singing with me. The 60-piece Faber-Castell color pencil set is what they sent me. So we're going to crack into this beauty and check them out. Now, all I have is 12, and I've been pretty impressed, but you know, there's only so much you can do with 12 pencils, so I have been really wanting a bigger set. So this is not just so gorgeous. I am just so spoiled. Spoiled, spoiled, spoiled. But like I said, this is for you guys. So I was like totally watching out for my friends, my coloring buddies out there. Someone out there is going to get this set. So I have to film this review and then do all the editing and all that. And then when I post this review, we will be able to do the giveaway. So it's going to be a little while out before you'll have your chance to get your fingers on this one. So I'll put it away in a very safe, careful, beautiful place for all of you. But right now we're going to open this up and take a peek at these pencils and see what they're like. Oh, they're so pretty. One of my favorite things about new pencils is the very first time you open them and how they smell. Am I the only one who likes the smell of brand new pencils? Okay. So excited about these. I have been waiting and waiting. It took a long time to get a hold of Faber-Castell. It was really hard. All right, so yeah, if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing here, you could share this little feed out to anybody else who wants to come and check out this set. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. I wondered if the tin would be just as nice as the 12-piece. I wonder where my 12-piece set is so I could show that to you. Oh, got a little dirty here. Okay, let's see what else everybody's saying. I'm going to back up into the chat a bit and see what everyone is saying. Lots of hellos. Beth says she's coloring the gnome right now. That is awesome. Everyone's excited. Leslie said hi to you, Steve. Leslie says she likes my owl ring. Isn't that fun? I haven't been wanting to wear it during any of the tutorials because I'm worried it's a little too distracting. So I thought this would be a fun one to wear my owl ring during. And then let's see. Okay. And Linda was singing with me with the angels, the art angels. Okay, let's open this up. Oh, it's a little hard to open. Oh, maybe we'll look at the back first. Okay, so it's just like the other ones. I know that all these little stars have to do with their system of their light fast. So they have 1 star is reasonably light fast, 2 stars is light fast, and 3 stars is light fast. And according to this, it looks like everything in here is 3 star except for a couple. So that's cool. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that have 2 star, maybe 5 of them. So that's really neat. And then let's look at them. Oh, whoa, look at that. So pretty. Ooh, this is kind of cool. So it has a little tray to lift out. And the tray is a little wimpy, but not bad. Oh, it's kind of flopsy. That makes me a little bit nervous, but you can lay it up here, I hope. Yep. And have the full layout in front of you. Oh, the art angels are singing. Are you guys singing with me? Oh, whoa, look how pretty. Oh, and they do smell very good. They smell pretty. So there's 60, so is that 10 per little tray? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 per tray. And these pencils, if you're not familiar with the Polychromos, they're oil-based, and the difference is the Prismacolors are wax-based. So they just feel different as you're coloring with them. And the Polychromos are really smooth and creamy feeling, but they're not quite as soft as Rose has something to say. Hi, Rose. Yes. Do you need to go see what's going on? Someone's making noise downstairs. So the core isn't as soft as a Prismacolor, but that's why some artists prefer these, because the tips don't break as easy. So it's just a personal preference. And I think that the Faber-Castell Polychromos are more widely available than the Prismacolors. So for instance, our friends in Europe can get these where they can't get the Prismacolors. That's what I understand. If we've got anybody online that is in Europe, maybe you guys can give me some knowledge on that, if I'm right on that. This set doesn't have too many grays, just a few. I know they have a bigger set, like a 120 set, and this is just their 60 set. So I know that about it. Let's see. Someone says hi to you, Rose. And people are saying they prefer the oil-based. Yeah, I have two. I don't know, sometimes I reach for my oil-based pencils, and sometimes I reach for my wax-based. So it really depends on kind of the mood I'm in and what kind of look I'm looking for. And then they've got this little booklet. Let's see if it has any good information. Lots of stuff about their company. Ooh, fancy man. A few little tips, but nothing really monumental here. And their big, huge swatch chart, which really, in my opinion, is useless because they're so small, it does you no good. And usually it's off anyway. And that's going to bring me to the next point, which is we're going to make a color chart here. I have a color chart ready. So, pretty cool. So I think this is the last set I've been waiting for to arrive in my studio. I think I have all the sets now that I wanted for my review series. So that's pretty exciting. I think I have over 30 sets now. Very cool. Let me grab my chart that I printed off to use. Okay, I had to break down and do my swatch charts of my Crayola, my just standard Crayola pencils. It was painful. And I did a swatch chart of the standard Crazy Art pencils, and that was pretty painful too. And then here I did a color comparison because I have that set of their, what is it called? Their color escapes. The Crayola color escapes versus their Crayola just standard pencils. So I'm going to do a little video about this because I was really curious to see if there was any difference between the two Crayolas. You know, I got wondering if it was just the same core in the two Crayolas, if the color escapes and the Crayolas were the same, and I think they're a little different. So that was good to know. I was really worried Crayola was just trying to sell the same cores off on us, but I don't think so. I think they are a little different, so that was good. So that was these swatches. These were no fun to do for me because these pencils are really hard to color with, and so it was no fun. But it's over with. I don't have to make these swatches ever again. They'll go into my swatch Bible now, and I can never have to worry about those again. And then this is another set that came. It's the brand Soho Urban Artist. This comes from jerrysartorama.com, and so I got to swatch up these. They sent me a 24 piece to show to you guys, and they're nice. These were pretty good. I was pretty impressed. Let's see if anybody else has any questions here. Looks like somebody's having a little issue with their feed. I hope that you guys can make this YouTube work. Sometimes there are some problems with YouTube, so I hope you can make it work for you. So Soho Urban Artist, I was actually pretty impressed with. So you can go check out Jerry's Artorama and go see their pencils if you want to. So I'm excited to do this review for you guys and show off their pencils to you. So I have some blank charts I printed off. Had my husband help me print off in preparation for doing these swatches. And I just thought we could chat. If you guys have any questions, I could answer them for you while I am swatching, and we can just kind of visit, and I'll hang out here for a little while and we can visit and talk about upcoming projects and things like that. So I'm going to do two charts. I have a chart where I can do a bigger swatch like this, and then I have a chart where I can do all 60 on one page, kind of like I showed how I did my Prismacolors. So that's how I've got the charts laid out. So I'm going to write Faber-Castell Polychromos across the top. I had an interesting conversation with the Faber-Castell representative because I asked her if there were any other pencils. Oh, this is a bad marker. I asked her if there were any other pencils she would recommend I get from their line, and she said that there weren't at this time that she would recommend, that the rest were all more for kids, and that they're looking at trying to come in with a new mid-grade line. But this was the Polychromos were what she would recommend for colorists like us. So I thought that was interesting because I know Faber-Castell makes a bunch of pencils, but she said this is what she would recommend. Polychromos. Did you change the title of this video then?
Yeah, and the description too.
Oh, thank you. We probably should have you put links to the color swatch chart video and maybe even the Prismacolor video where I show how to organize color pencils or something.
Yeah.
That might be good too. Thank you, Steve. So I'm going to put across here 60 color. So do you guys do color swatch charts? And then on this one, I've been tempted to buy some of their other pencils. But she said not to worry about it and to stick with the Polychromos for now until they get another mid-range line available for us. But she didn't have any kind of estimated date. So one thing I've really been enjoying is talking to the different companies and hearing their view of their pencils. Page 1 and page 2. $60 color. Okay. Let's see what you guys have been saying here. Do you make your own swatch pages? I have some swatch pages that are available on my website, and we'll get a link to that for you on the description of this video. I have a blog on my blog where I have some pre-made blank ones, and I have some pre-made for the Prismacolor line with all the names of the Prismacolor pencils. So I don't have anything made up for the Polychromos yet, but I have thought about doing that for you. And then I have these blank ones here with the purple words are some that I have that I just modify when I get new pencils in, depending on how many pencils are in each set. So that's what you're seeing here. My husband just opened the window for me because it's actually a little warm in here. And there's a storm blowing in, and it's blowing things around my studio now.
65 degrees out there.
It's 65?
Yes.
Whoa, that's weird for our area. There must be a good storm coming in. Sarah says she bought the 120 set. Ooh, I'm jealous. Oh, but I'm not that jealous. I mean, I am so spoiled, so I cannot be jealous. I need to be very content and happy with what I have. But wow, that is awesome, Sarah. Enjoy those. Let's see. I'm not sure how much the 120 set costs. I know that the 24 set here is around $40 to $50 on Amazon. Amazon, it seemed to be the best price. dickblick.com had good prices as well. So you could go check out those two websites to get some prices on the Polychromos. Will I be making a card or postcard video? Cytheria, I did see that comment you sent to me, and I haven't had a chance to reply to that because I've been making videos all day. So I will be replying to that, and there are some future coloring page cards and postcards to be coming in the future. So that will be coming. Let's see. Yvonne, we're going to put a link to the charts on the description of this video here in a minute for you. Oh, Steve says he's going to put the link to those swatch charts really soon. We're actually going to be making a page on our website soon that will have links to all of our resources like that. Like we have a color wheel you can download in color. We're going to put a link to that in a better place. Right now it's all in our blog, and you kind of have to scroll through the blog, and that gets tedious. So we're going to make that better someday soon in all of our free time, right? Allie says the classic pencils aren't bad. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see. I'm just reading your comments here. You bought Verac51 says, I bought some expensive pencils from Michael's, and they were terrible because they weren't handled. Yeah, they were handled badly at the store. The cores were broken, and you couldn't sharpen them. I hope you were able to return them. That's terrible. I'm sorry. That's one good thing about buying locally instead of going online, is if you have a problem, sometimes you can return them. So when I get them shipped to me, I always am nervous whether they're going to come to me in good condition or not. So, it always makes me a little nervous. We'll see, right? Verac51 also asked me about the Derwent pencils. I have the Derwent Color Softs. I haven't bought the Ink Tints yet because the Ink Tints are water activated. They're water soluble, and I'm only doing my reviews on pencils that are just non-water soluble pencils. And the color softs are decent. They're not my favorite, and for the price I think you can do a little bit better, but you can wait and see the review on that one when it comes out and compare and make your own decisions on that. So that's my first opinion on the color soft. They're not terrible, but they aren't my favorite yet. So Nancy says, I need to color swatch my Prisma pencils 36. Oh, you'll have fun color swatching. I think it's really relaxing. I do it when I watch TV. It's really relaxing. Let's see. What do I think about the Faber-Castell Poly Studio set? I haven't seen that one. I don't know anything about that set. Jana says, thank you for all the resources. You're welcome. Cece says, thank you for the swatch charts. You're welcome for that one. The blank ones to swatch all my pencils, pens, and markers. You're welcome. Before I made these charts, it was a pain to draw all the squares and stuff. So the blank ones are fantastic for that. I'm glad it's helping. Cytherea's having major trouble. I'm sorry. I wish I could help. And Petra says she better start saving. Some of these pencils are very expensive, but not all of them are major expensive. And that's why I'm excited about this review series I'm doing, because I'm doing reviews on everything from, your $5 Crayola all the way up to these really expensive ones. And there are a lot in between in the middle that are actually surprisingly really nice pencils. So don't despair. There are a lot of great options out there. A lot of these are expensive. This type of pencil are really expensive because the companies have spent extra time and money in getting the cores to be light fast, which means that in 20 years from now, when you look at a drawing that you have done with these pencils, it will still have the same color quality as it did from day one. And like if you compared your coloring with say a Crayola pencil, it wouldn't look the same 20 years from now, especially if you display it unprotected and out in your sunlight. So I hope that makes sense. So sometimes that's what you're paying for with the higher quality pencils. So if that's not a high priority to you, if you're just going to color for fun and you're looking for something that feels good and blends good, and the light fast issue isn't that big to you, then usually you can get away with a less expensive pencil, and that's what my review series is going to show you. So don't despair that you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a nice quality pencil. You just might have to display it somewhere protected, or spray it with a UV spray. There's all kinds of things you can do. So you don't necessarily have to spend this kind of money to get these kinds of pencils. I hope that helps. Let's see. Lisa says you can activate the ink tints with a colorless blender. Yep, you can. The ink tints, I'm really excited to try those. So when I'm done with all this, I'm hoping to get my hands on some ink tints pencils. Judy says hello. Hello. Let's see. I'm very curious if the Faber or Prismacolor are better. Yes, that is almost a religious, political question in the art world. When you go out and search it, you have your Faber-Castell Polychromo people and you have your Prismacolor Premier people. And they debate religiously between each other, and it can get very heated and people get very, I don't know. Anyway, you kind of have to pick which one you like, and it depends on what your end need is. And so my reviews I'm doing I try to take my emotion out of it and just give you my experience, and I do my worksheet and my coloring and show you what you can expect, and then you get to make your own decision. And so that's my goal, from everything from Crayola all the way up to the really pricey ones, and these aren't even the most expensive ones that I'll be reviewing. And when you see them, you get to make the decision for you based on how and where and why and all that, the way you're going to use it, and then you can go spend your money how you want. So I'm not going to answer that question because I don't want to start that debate here. You get to answer that question for yourself. But all I can say is they're both gorgeous, really nice pencils, and you can't go wrong with either set. So there you go. Let's see. Light fast. Light fast means how it's going to do in light. If it's going to last 20 years and still look good after you've colored with it. 20 years from now is your beautiful coloring page that you've had hanging on your fridge for 20 years. Is it still going to have beautiful colors, or is it going to be all faded and look funny? That's what light fast means. And on the Polychromo pencils, let's see if I can bring it up. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, there. You can see here it says in a different language the color, and then it says middle purple pink 9201-125 star star. Now that star star is referring to its light fast rating. So this one's only getting a 2-star rating versus some of these. Let's grab this blue. Right here you can see this phthalo blue has a 3-star rating. So this one will last longer on that coloring page that's sitting on your fridge. This one, the color is going to stay truer longer in that light. Now every pencil doesn't use the same rating system, so that gets confusing. And the ASTM standards, some pencils are using one kind of ASTM standard and other pencils are using a different ASTM standard. So that makes it unfair and even more confusing. So if light fast is super important to you, you got to do your homework. If it's not super important to you, then you don't have to worry about it so much, and you can probably get away with a less expensive pencil. So that's what light fast is. Winky Gold. I have a mixed media notebook that I have swatched everything, including markers and gel pens. Oh, that's awesome. But I'm planning to print your swatch charts and redo them all. Wow. Well, that will be fun. A lot of work, but lots of fun. And you'll know what things you need to buy more of once you're done. Stephanie says she's using her iPad. Oh, I hope that's working better for you. Creative Joe's in Upper Michigan. I bet you're cold up there. We've got 65-degree winds blowing into my art studio right now. It's so weird. Cytherea is still buffering. I'm sorry. Mimi says she's late. You're not late. This is a surprise, fun little opening of this package here. We're going to start coloring here in a second. Sorry, my M's stick have to smash it. Kate O says I have both polys and prismas, and you mainly use your prismas. That's interesting. Let's see. Cytherea has lots of questions. Well, you can go and send me some another message. Hopefully I can get to your message later. Like I said, I was working on videos all day today. So Creative Joe has Marco Refines or Raffines. I love them. Yeah, I have a set of Marco Refines. I haven't decided how to pronounce that yet, sorry. And I really like them too. They are a really good oil-based pencil, great option if you don't care about light fast. They come in from China, and I was quite impressed. I have heard a few people who've ordered them off Amazon have had some shipping issues, so be a little wary of that. Like they never received their pencils, but they have gotten refunds through Amazon, so just be careful who you're ordering your supplies from. If the deal is too good to be true, it probably is. Do I keep my pencils in the box? If the box is a high quality one, usually I do. My Prismacolors are in a nice case, and I have a video where I talk all about how I store and organize my Prismacolors because they're my main pencils. So you can go check out that video here on my channel and learn all about how I take care of my Prismacolors. These I will probably keep in this box because this is a really nice tin. I'm impressed with this tin, and unless I start using these really regularly, tin's kind of, I don't know, they're sort of bulky, and this is a lot of wasted space. Unless maybe I can get a pencil sharpener to fit down in here, that would be nice, and maybe an eraser or something. Then that won't be such a wasted space. So I only have so much room in my purse, and I keep buying bigger purses so I can take art supplies with me when I leave my home, which is rarely, but when I do leave, I take lots of art supplies. My sister Nancy, if she's online, she can testify to the fact that I take art supplies with me everywhere I go. Let's see. Cece says Prismacolors are her favorite for her arthritis and fibromyalgia, and that is a big deal for me. That's one of my biggest decisions on what pencil I pick up is it going to make my hand ache by the time I'm done? And that's why doing these swatches over here with the Crayola and the crazy art was just painful and hard, and I will hopefully never have to do these again because it was really, by the end of these 72 and the 50 count, I wasn't a very happy girl. So, but it's over with, so, and they'll go into the video and it will be good to show. So yay, it's over with. Okay. Jana says she likes my nails. Thank you. These nails are by Kiss, and they are press-on. I have fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome, and my nails have stopped growing, and so I use fake nails, and I love them. And I recently contacted the people at Kiss and had a nice conversation with them, and they loved the fact that I use their nails to help me feel prettier because I'm chronically ill, and that was a really fun conversation to have with them. And so, yep, I love my Kiss nails. They make me feel prettier, so yay for Kiss nails. Lisa says, is if your art's in a journal and mostly closed, does light fast matter? Nope, it doesn't matter, and that's how I keep all my art is in sheet protectors in a 3-ring binder, so I don't care really about the light fast. If you were selling your art, gifting your art, hanging your art up, then yes, you would want to be a little more concerned about light fast. Okay. Kate says she's in 106 degree weather. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I can't imagine that right now. Kimberly says she loves my art. Thank you. Lisa says she has rheumatoid arthritis and Prismacolors are her choice. Yep. Beth says, how would you suggest swatching mediums that have no numbers or colors stamped on them? I think I have a video. I did a review on the Staedtler color pencils, and I showed how I put washi tape around them, and I wrote with a Sharpie my own numbering system on those pencils. So you could go check out that video. It was an older review, so it's not with my new system of pencil reviews. I'll be re-reviewing them. But I did show how I figured out how to put my own number on the pencil and did my own color swatches with those numbers. That's how I've been doing it. So I'll be addressing that again because several of the sets I have on my shelf right over there don't have numbers. Wah wah. So they will be marked down on my worksheet because of that, and we will talk about that because I just think that's laziness. So I'm glad to see that these beautiful pencils, they not only have a name, they have a number, and that's great. And I love that they put the light fast information right on the pencil because Prismacolor doesn't do that. It's okay. It's just a door closing. I know, Rose. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. You're okay. I know. Shh. So Prismacolor, you have to download from their frequently asked questions about their light fast information. But these guys have it right on the pencil, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Okay. Let's see. Where are you at that it's 65? I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we have a storm rolling in, so my hips and my joints are aching tonight, and we've got a warm breeze bringing in a storm. Really weird. Okay, we've got Rosemary. Hi, Jen. I absolutely love how comfortable you make new colorists feel. Oh, I'm so glad. You break down the type of tools and pencils and make even me understand. I'm so glad. I do not believe in making people feel uncomfortable. In fact, I've been thinking about heading off to my local art store and doing a video in the art store. It's not a crafting store, it's an actual art store. And the first time I walked in there, I was so intimidated and nervous and uncomfortable. And so I asked the manager there if they would be open to me coming in and doing a video or two and kind of showing you guys what it's like to go into an actual art store, so you won't be nervous like I was, and because there's so many amazing things to pick out at the art store. So I thought that might be a really fun thing to do, so you won't be scared like I was when I went to my first art store. So we might have to do that sooner than later, because that would be really fun to do. Nancy says yes, coloring fun wherever Jen goes. Yep. Let's see. Okay, if I don't start coloring here soon, I don't know, are you guys just bored me answering all these questions and not coloring? So Verac says, my niece asked me not to take my coloring into the restaurant last night. That's hilarious. I would have told her to mind her own business. I take my coloring everywhere, to church. I take it everywhere. It goes with me everywhere. That's hilarious. I have gout in my hand, and that is why I use Prismas. Oh my goodness, you do need something really easy to color with. Markers are great for that too. Speaking of markers, that's what I've been editing all day, is a 7-part series coming out on my YouTube video channel here, all about Sharpie markers. I did 2 live events on my Facebook channel all about Sharpies, and I re-recorded all the tips that I did there, and I'm going to release them here on YouTube. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. So you guys can look forward to that. It's coming really, really soon, because I got 3 done today, and there'll be 7 all in total, and I'm hoping to get all 7 done tomorrow. So hopefully, Steve's shaking his head like, yeah, we're going to do it. So we're going to do it. Okay. Kimberly said she has epilepsy, so she has problems with her hands too, and she follows me for inspiration. Oh, I'm so glad I inspire you. I think there's always a way to do art. Never let things stop you. If I ever get so much pain that I can't do art, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'll just research art and learn about art, right? Let's see. La 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 la. I'm way behind. Someone said hi to Rose. Love your videos. Now that you have lived with the Totally Tiffany storage, are you finding it is working well for you? I'm thinking of these for my storage. I really, really like that. Uh-oh, the name just left me. Do you remember the name of it, Steve? The Pen and Ink Palace. Oh, yeah. I think that's the one you're talking about. I really like it. I kind of wish I had more than one, so I could put some of my pencils on another one. The only thing I kind of wish there was a way to like lock it down so I don't feel like they would tip if I was carrying it from room to room. That's the only thing, but that's picky. You know, you can't have everything, I guess. I want everything. Judy says she's learning a lot. Oh, that's so nice. My boyfriend has bought me a set of Faber-Castell pencils. Nice boyfriend inside the lines. I'm very excited to use them. This is a question for anyone that uses Prismacolor pencils and Polychromos. Which brand do you prefer? Okay, I'll let you guys answer that. Yay for markers. Yay for Sharpies. Oh, good. Everybody's excited about that. Yes, I use Sharpie Ultrafine and markers. Good, Marie. Great, lots of new videos. I use both, but I love my Polychromos more. Everybody's going to have an opinion on that, so please share your opinions on that, because like you said, everybody's got their own take. And sometimes when you watch the artists, they have different times where they'll use certain pencils for one thing and certain pencils for another. Like I have, let me show you another set here. Oh, you guys will be curious about this set, so... Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Yeah, can you get the luminance? Caran d'Ache is even more expensive than the Faber-Castell, and they sent me 2 lines, this Pablo line here, and the reason they're even more expensive is because they are supposedly, this is according to them, I talked to them directly, they are doing pencils that are even more light fast, higher light fast standard than Faber-Castell is. And that's, you know, again, like I said, they're all using different standards, and so for me it's confusing and hard to determine how do you know who is more light fast and less light fast. So these are the most expensive pencils that will be reviewed, are these 2 sets right here, the Caran d'Ache Pablos, and this set right here is the Caran d'Ache Luminance. And this came in a really cool box. It's a cardboard box, but it's all foam packed. So each pencil, look at that, is individually foam packed, which, can I just say, I am so grateful for, because I never drop pencils, but I dropped these and my heart just like dropped in my stomach. I went nauseous. Oh, sorry, I was nauseated? Nauseous? I was nauseated when I dropped these, because I know how expensive they are. And then I remembered how well they were packed, and I was like, thank heavens, because oh my goodness, when I dropped them I was sick. But I know artists that they color with nothing but the Faber-Castell Polychromos, except they will only ever use the Luminance white. And so they buy tons of Luminance whites, and then they use Faber-Castell Polychromos, and then they use Prismacolor blacks, because that's their favorite black. So even professional artists don't use just one set. They mix and match depending on their needs and what they're doing. So we're allowed to mix and match, you guys. So if you have a set where you really like this color or that color here and there, and you like the way this one works and that one works, go ahead and mix and match and use them however you want. So it's kind of cool. So much fun. So I think I'll get started with doing some swatches here. Here's that set that one of you guys are going to win. Beautiful. Look at all those colors. Let's see if I can get it out of the glare. I hope that's out of the glare for you. So pretty. Okay. I can't wait to give this away to you guys. I don't know how many sets to give away to you guys from different brands. Lots of companies have sent sets to you guys. So, the art angels are singing again. Okay. Sorry. I'm silly. Okay. So we're going to do, oh sorry, I smacked the microphone. Okay, we're going to do the swatches, and usually I'll rearrange these if I feel like they're not in order to what I want. So for instance, some of these yellows I feel like should be up here with these yellows. They always seem to stick some yellows down here in brown land. Steve's moving paper around, that's why all that packaging is everywhere on the floor. They always seem to leave some yellows down here in the brown land, and I prefer having all my yellows together. So these two are going to have to move. Let's see. So I'm probably going to concentrate on my pencils for a minute here, and then I will look up and answer some questions here in a minute. So I'm going to move these two up here, and then I always move my white back here with the black. That's just where I like it. There's no hard fast rule about how to sort your pencils. This is just how I like it. So we'll put that white back there, and then somehow we got to get these yellows to fit here. So we're going yellow, orange, to red, to pinks, to purples, to blues, to greens, into the browns. This is more pink. And I want it up here with the other pinks. And what is this here? They're calling this a red. Okay, I gotta get a card out so we can test some of these. And this is always hard. Do you guys have a hard time with this part? Like this says it's Venetian red, but I would say that's more in the brown land, so we're going to leave it down there. And this says it's red violet. So is that violet or is it red? And for some reason they have it down here in the browns. I would think that belongs more in the violets. Like right here, probably. Okay, all these are going to have to move over. This is always so hard for me, and my desire to get it perfect always comes out. And there's always a few pencils that just don't want to cooperate. They just don't seem to fit logically, you know. It's not a yellow, it's not a green, and how do you know? And I don't know. Okay, come on little soldiers, move over. Okay, so we're gonna get all the greens over here. That's good because this kind of goes to a greeny blue place, and this is greeny blue. I always picture them like they're little soldiers or something. Blue, blue. This is Prussian blue. Now these blues can move over here. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. Look at that one. What's that one called? Light ultramarine. Oh, look, whatever language that is. I wonder what language that is. But it's called ultramarine hell. That's funny. Oh dear, that made me chuckle. I'm so easily amused. Okay, now these guys all are going to shift over. Excuse me. And this is that weird one that was in with the browns that I'm moving in here. And then they had, I think this one's darker. I don't know, maybe that. And then maybe like that. And then we've got all these reddish ones. That's kind of there maybe. And maybe like that. Okay. And maybe like that. I don't know, the reds start getting confusing too. Because is it more blue red or orangey red? There's a point where I just start going, especially like this is just 60 when you get into the 150 sets where you have so many shades. It gets really frustrating to me. Okay, then we have these two yellows we've got to fit in. This one is sort of a, I don't know, orangey yellow. Wow, these two are very similar. Okay, but I would say this is darker. Okay, so we'll move these two oranges over. And maybe next to this one. And then this yellow is still pretty dark, yeah. So I'm going to scoochy moochy these soldiers over and tuck that one in there. Okay. I don't see anything blaringly wrong. The only ones might be these, might need to be in the red family, but I'm going to keep them up here closer to the browns. We'll see as I swatch them. I might feel like that wasn't right, but right now I feel like that looks good. Okay, let me see what you guys have been saying while I've been talking to myself here. Let's see. Kimberly says, last night when my mom went to the ER because her cancer, my sister took me to the store for coloring books and art stuff. Let's just say my collection grew by 7. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear about your mom, but I'm glad you had something positive to do that night. Creative Joe, reading everyone's comments helped me feel better. At least I know we are not alone. It sounds like a lot of sort of invincible challenge. Some are more difficult than others. Yeah, definitely. The chronic pain thing, a lot of us have that issue. Marie says, tip with Poly, don't use Vaseline to blend. Okay, I'll have to test that out. I'd be curious to see how they work with that. Thank you for that tip, Marie. Vivian, have you done a review on the Faber-Castell Pit Felts? Nope, not yet. When I'm done with all the color pencils, I will move into doing reviews on markers and gel pens. That's my next big event. I've got to figure out a way to move through these reviews faster because they're painfully slow. It takes me 2.5 hours to film a review right now, and then I edit it down to less than an hour. So it's taking a lot of work, but just the editing process alone is about a 4-hour process. So that's like a full day's work to do just one video. And when I only have 2 or 3 hours of where I feel good in one day, it takes me like 3 or 4 days to do one video. So it's painfully slow. So I'm going to hopefully find a way to get better at it. So that's where I'm at with all this. I always recognize my new pencil. Reorganize. Oh, Jana reorganizes hers too. It drives her crazy. Yep. I have used Rembrandt polycolors. Oh, interesting. I don't have that one yet. Creative Joe says baby oil works. Yeah. I've heard any kind of oil you can use, even like olive oil I've heard, but it'll tint your paper a little green. Any kind of any kind of oil-based product will work for blending. Pretty cool. The color sorting struggle is real. Yep. Yesterday I've had a hard time with the order of the color. As they came from Faber. Yeah. Trying to come up with your own order is kind of hard. And the more I use color pencils, the easier the ordering process has gotten for me. And I think that's because of the way I use the pencils. Like I know I like all my yellows together, even if a yellow is more close to a brown. I would prefer it being in with the yellows just because of when I'm selecting yellows, I like all my yellows to be together, even if it is close to a brown. So I just know that about myself, and that's why all the yellows get shifted together. So maybe as you color more, you can start thinking that way when you're sorting your pencils. You know, where do I want my yellows? It's really up to you. But even that makes it difficult, especially in the big sets. I don't know. Okay, so it's, I was wondering why they didn't have all of the color families together, so it's okay to move them around. Oh yeah, move them around all you want. In fact, this will get shifted around a lot even after the sorting is done. For instance, my Prismacolors right now, I have them sorted. I have, my book is totally rearranged from where it looks right now in that video that's on my channel. I have them pulled out in different sections for practicing faces, portraits. So I have a huge section of colors that used to be sorted into the trios like you see on that video. Have all been pulled out and put into a portrait section right now. So I am rearranging pencils all the time. Let's see. Everybody's having fun talking about how hard it is to organize their pencils. Lisa says she's home without her husband and she's having fun listening to a live person. Oh, I'm glad. I wish we could all be in the same room together. That would be even more fun. Kate says she spent hours sorting her pencils into an order, and now they are simply grouped into like families. Yep. That's the way it seems to happen. Recovering from surgery, can't do anything, but I can color. Yay for coloring! Let's see, I just got the Derwent ink tints on jet.com for $31. Oh, that's a good deal. I'm glad you're enjoying them. I've heard really good things about the ink tints, so I'm looking forward to getting those someday and trying them because I've heard good things about them. Kimberly says, last night I bought the Crayola. I spent 5 hours switching and reorganizing them. Oh, so much fun. One thing I love about the Crayola and Crazy Art sets is that for little to no money you can get a huge variety of colors, and then you just have tons of choices. I love that about the less expensive pencils, where if you're investing in the expensive sets, sometimes you can only afford like a 24 set and then you're really limited in colors. So that is one awesome thing about the less expensive set. So sounds like fun. Let's see. Can you use Prismacolor blending pencils to blend these? Yes, you can. I'm doing my ink tints tonight. Oh, fun. Mimosa says, hi from Portugal. Hello. And Robbie likes my ring. Thank you. I have a question for you, Mimosa Lockjaw. I love your name. We were wondering, there out in Portugal, is it true you can't get Prismacolor pencils? If you could answer that for us. I was wondering about that out in Europe. Okay, I'm going to do some coloring now. Let's see how these work. Woohoo! So usually what I do, and it's very nice that these are set up in tens because my rows are in tens. So probably what I'm going to do is write down their names first, or yeah, I'll do their names, and I'll do their number too. Now this set has, let me show ya. Hi Carter. Carter just walked by. Carter is my 12-year-old son, and he's the one that has the amazing tip that he's going to teach us one of these days using, was it a gel pen? Yeah, a gel pen. So one of these days he's going to teach us. Okay, so on these pencils it has a name in a language that I'm not sure what language that is. If it's French or something, or German, I don't know. And then it says it in English, permanent carmine, and then it says 9201-126. Now all of them say 9201, so on my chart I can just drop that number and just write the 126. So I'm going to be writing carmine, permanent carmine 126 when I get to that pencil. So that's how I'm going to be doing these. So this one is cream 102. 102. This one is light yellow glaze. Number 104. This one is cadmium yellow lemon. Oh, yeah, yellow lemon. Sometimes I don't appreciate the metallic print. Is it just me? I have a hard time reading because of the way the light hits the metallic print. Carter, look. This color's from hell. Look. Sorry. Well, the other language, it translates, well, however it is, it says from hell. Shh, it's a bad word. Okay, light cadmium yellow. Oh dear. Number 105. Yes, I was raised in a home where that word is a bad word. Cadmium yellow. So we have 3 cadmium yellows. Be interesting to see how different they are. 107. Naples yellow. 185. I can't believe how warm that breeze is coming from outside. And this is dark Naples ochre. Right here. And it's number 1, and I can't read it because of the glare on the metallic again, 184. And then this one is dark cadmium yellow. Another cadmium. $108. And then this one is dark chrome yellow. $109. And the last in the row is another cadmium. Cadmium orange. I am not even sure what the origin of cadmium is from. I know in paint colors you see the name cadmium a lot too. Okay, so we're all set to do that first row. Okay, let's see what you guys have been chatting about. Ashlyn's from California. It's 4 a.m. in Portugal. I couldn't believe that this was live. Stephanie says, I've got a hospital room if anyone wants to come color. Oh no, Stephanie, what's going on?
She mentioned it.
Oh, she does? Okay, I'll keep scrolling. Marie from Michigan, hello. Creative Joe, I just keep my pencils in a few tablet boxes since I'm always babysitting. Smart, portable. It's 10:55 where Fatima is. No, in Portugal we can't find the Polychromos in stores, just on eBay or from Spain. What about the Prismacolors? Can you find the Prismacolors? Vivian says, I think it's German because the company is German. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too, because it doesn't look French to me. Kate is giving us a link to a good sale on Prismacolors. Robbie, make sure you check the price for the 150 count. Yeah. The 150 count comes with extra grays. That's the difference between the 132 count of Prismacolor and the 150 count. And I love the grays, but if you don't, or if you're not into the grays, you might not need those. So Stephanie says, dealing with a long-term gastric problem. Oh my goodness, that sounds horrible. This started back on Father's Day. I've spent more time in the hospital than I have out. Ooh, but I'm feeling okay right now. Oh, I'm glad. Fluffy Bunny. Hi, Fluffy Bunny. Since the Faber-Castell Polychromos are made in Germany, I would think the color names are in German. Yep. Send some warm breeze up this way. Creative Joe says, I got my 150 for 86 bucks. Oh, awesome deal. Let's see. Oh, it just jumped. The chat jumped. I've been told I should store my Prismacolors in a padded folding case. Are these you have night as sensitive to breakage because I'm new to coloring? From what I understand, these have a more harder core than the Prismacolors. Prismacolors Premiers. Prismacolor Premiers on purpose have a soft core. They are designed that way, and so they are more prone. Thank you. They are more prone to breaking. The cores are. That's just the way they are. So yeah, you need to take good care of them, but all pencils are very prone to breaking, so don't drop them. If you are going to be taking them from room to room or from place to place, get them in a good case. Check out my video on how I store color pencils. You can see there's a case that I use there. There are a ton of awesome cases that you can purchase to protect your pencils. Well worth it, especially if you invest in expensive pencils. Okay, Let's see, cadmium is a metal. Ah, very good to know. I knew someone on here would know. Lots of people want my warm breeze. You can take it. I hate this warm breeze. I'm sorry to sound so ungrateful, but
65 is a warm breeze.
I am very heat sensitive, so if I could move to northern Canada where the cold wind blows, that's where I would be. So oh dear. For Christmas, you got a 132 set of Prismacolors, Kimberly says, because that's the only thing you asked for, and you literally cried when you opened it. You sound like you and I could be good friends. I love art supplies. They are like all I need. I think all I got was art supplies too, because that's all I wanted. I was like, I'm good. Art supplies, that's it. Let's see. Gwen is in Newfoundland, Canada. Okay, I'll come stay with you, Gwen. I bet it's cold up there. Let's see. Cadmium is named because of similars to zinc. Yeah, okay. So it's a metal thing. Colors are so luscious. I'm looking at them in the box. Oh, I know, aren't they pretty? And I really do like the way they have made their pencils. They feel really nice. And they do feel like luxurious or something with the gold and everything. I think they make a pretty pencil. Faber-Castell does really good with their pencils. Let's see. Prismacolors. I ordered mine from Venezuela on eBay and never had a breakage. Oh, good. So yeah, you guys are having to order them from interesting places. They say Mexican-made Prismas are more resistant. I don't know. I think all the Prismacolors are being made in Mexico now, but don't quote me on that. I think that they are all coming out of Mexico. I don't know. They say they're American-made, but I think they're all coming out of Mexico. Jana says, good night. Good night. Are all colored pencils sharpeners okay? Is there a better one to use, electronic or manual? No, all color sharpeners are not created equally. And again, this is another big debate on what you use. So it's kind of trial and error. I am a big fan of manual sharpeners, and I have a couple videos here on my channel all about it. Right now, my favorite is the Coom magnesium sharpener. So go check out my videos and you'll see about it. I like handheld, really sharp. That's what I like. I have nothing else to say. Okay. Gwen says, come on up. Okay, I'll come visit you. Kate's got the Tagal sharpener. I recently bought that one and I'm going to do a review on it. So we're going to check that one out and we'll see if I like it too. So I'm glad to hear you like it so much. Okay, good. I caught up. I can start coloring. I think I'm going to start way over here with this orange, our cadmium that we've learned is a metal type thing. And what I usually do when I do mine is I draw a little swoopy line like that. And that gives me an indication that this side over here is where I'm going to really burnish in the color and get it nice and dark. And over here is where I'm going to do a lighter gradient of color so I can see the full spectrum of what we can get out of one pencil. And that's how I do all my swatches, as you saw earlier when I brought out the Crazy Art and Crayola colors. And I'll probably do up this row of colors and then we'll probably sign off. This will take me a little while to do this row, but I don't want to sit here all night long doing this. This is going to take me a while to fill out all of these. So, but we'll do at least this row here and visit some more. And the paper I'm using is my favorite color pencil paper. I did a video recently on color pencil paper that I like. So you can go check that video out. That video has links to the paper and why I like it, why I picked it out. One of the things I look for in paper is a paper that will go through my printer. If you go to your art store, there is a ton of paper to pick from, but a lot of them won't go through your printer. At least they won't go through my printer. So when I pick out a paper, I'm looking for one that will go through a printer. So that's why this one is my favorite. and it has a good tooth, which is texture. Tooth is a fancy art word for texture. What's the other word we use in paper world for texture?
Oh, if it's a vellum.
Vellum. Tooth or vellum means that it has texture to it, so it really grabs onto the pencil and holds on to it. So that's why we picked this paper. So true to form, the Polychromos are smooth as butter. I think the difference between Prismacolor and Polychromo is Polychromo feels slipperier, like, am I not in the screen? Sorry. I think Polychromos feel slipperier, silkier, maybe that's a better word, than Prismacolors. Prismacolors are more of a creamy feeling. Oh my word. You guys are all like, can't see anything, Jennifer. I love how on these, when you get a better quality pencil, like compared to, the good thing about these is they have high pigment, low fillers. So you just barely touch your paper and you've got color coming out. And so that's when we talk about a pencil that is easy to use for your hand. That's what we're talking about, if anybody's wondering. Where like a less expensive pencil, you can still get a pretty color out of it, but you'll have to work hard for it. And you'll get hand fatigue. Sounds like some sort of... you know what else is cool about these is look how very little I used. I don't know if you can see that, if it's going to focus, but I just barely took a little bit off the tip of that pencil. That's the other thing that people who love Polychromos rave about, is that you use less. That's what they claim. So when I do the review, one of the tests I do on the worksheet does that. It kind of does a test to see how quickly we use up the core when we're coloring. So I'm excited to do that test on the Polychromos, and we can compare it to the Prismacolors and see what the usage speed is and see if that's true or not. So here you can see again, I draw the little swoopy line, and that gives me my area where over here we're going to go darker with heavier pressure and burnish it in. Very silky. And it's quiet too. That's another another way to know that you've got a good pencil, is it's quiet. Can you guys hear it? Probably can't hear it over the wind. The wind is louder than the pencil. When you're using a pencil like Crayola, it's louder, and I think it's because the fillers are less quality and they just kind of grind on the paper and it's louder. This is a pretty color. It reminds me of,
Yeah, I like those colors.
what's this, what's those ice cream treats that you eat?
Or like a creamsicle.
A creamsicle. That's what this color makes me want to go and eat a creamsicle.
Tang.
Or Tang. I haven't thought about Tang in a long time. That's such a 80s, 90s thing. Sir, you should look at the comments for me, Steve. That's a loud wind. I wonder if it's extra loud in the microphone. It feels like it's getting cooler, the wind. I wonder if the storm is coming in. And Rose is getting back in her hidey hole.
Need a second camera just on Rose.
Yeah, a rose cam. That would be so cute. I would watch that. Are the boys in bed?
Yeah.
Pretty. I kind of, when I get a pencil I like and a color I like, I end up just sort of la la la. Like it's all done. The swatch is done and I just end up just enjoying myself. Lingering in the color. I linger. Okay, then I draw the little swoop.
And most of the lockjaw says Prismacolors are the same. I ordered mine from Venezuela
Ah.
today, and I never had a breakage.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think someone said they had a batch that was bad, but that it doesn't seem to be a problem anymore for people, so that's good to hear.
You got a hello from Mexico.
From Mexico. I wonder what the temperature's like down there right now. That's awesome. I should say hola. That's Spanish, right? Did I get my language? I get my languages confused. If I ever traveled, I think I would have to be really careful not to make a fool of myself.
Kim asked, are all colored pencil sharpeners okay? Is there a better one to use, electronic or manual?
Oh yeah, and I answered that, I think, and mentioned the Coom, so I think we're good on that one.
And then Kate says, come here where it's 106.
Oh.
Tagal. I adore it. Best ever.
I would not come and visit you at 106 degrees, sorry.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, Steve would come. I would have to come with all my ice packs, and you would have to guarantee a steady supply of ice to replenish my ice packs. That's the only way.
Rochelle says she just received her paper from our link. It's amazing to color on, and it works with her cheap Walmart printer. Thank you for the recommendation.
Oh, yay! I am so glad you guys are enjoying that paper. Yeah, when I first started out, I heard from other artists that paper would make a big difference, and I was sort of like, I don't know if I believe you guys. And then the more I learned, the more I realized, yep, paper makes a big difference. Okay, this is that dark Naples ochre. Let's see.
Here, I'll switch this so they can hear me if I don't. Let's see. Jane says, well, come up to Saskatoon, Canada.
Oh.
Right now it's 12 degrees and it feels like -1.
Yeah, that sounds about right for me.
And then Lisa says, having both sets, I can say yes, Polly's last much longer than Prisma's.
Oh, cool. I can't wait to do that test. I'm really excited about this worksheet I'm using because it seems to be working really good as far as being a fair comparison between types of pencils. It's really hard because it's sort of like comparing apples to oranges. Like, it's not fair to compare Crayolas to Prismacolors. It's just two different creatures, you know. One is they've spent a lot of time and money on to get to a certain quality, and the other is meant for students and it's meant to be sold at $5, you know. So it's, but we want to know the differences, and if we are going to spend $100, we want to know why. So
Gail says hello from Maryland on the beautiful Eastern Shore.
ooh, I would love to go to Maryland. Hello.
Stephanie got new pencils today for cheap, but there's one duplicate, so she's short one.
Oh, rude. That's not fair.
And there was a question about if they still make Tang, and Rochelle says yes, they do still make Tang.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
And there's a hi from Colorado.
Colorado. I've been to Colorado. That's the farthest east I've ever been, is Colorado. How very fancy of me to go that far east. Oh, I think we're going to have to close that window. I think there's something in that air that's making my eyes water.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
Makes it hard to color when your eyes are watering. These yellows are so pretty. Makes me want to color that, what was that one that's about the, it was one of our free coloring pages with the sunshine on it.
Let's see, you did like You Are My Sunshine.
Yeah, that one. This would be really fun to do. All these different shades of yellow on that You Are My Sunshine. I love that my hand is just so relaxed and I'm working with color pencils. This is so pleasant. Well, that's quieter with that window shut. Okay, we'll deepen up this corner here a bit. I don't think I got it burnished in all the way. How many people are online with us, Steve?
58 right now.
Whoa, that's awesome! I am honored. That'd be so cool if we could all be in the same room, though. Wouldn't that be fun? Then you could all be trying out my Prismacolors with me. Not Prismacolors, Polychromos! Why did they both have to start with P? And they are trying to confuse me, I think.
Lead Penny says with Polychromos you can layer more, no waxy buildup.
Yeah, I've heard that too, and one of the tests I do will show that off as well in the worksheet, so I'm excited. That's one reason why I like those Marco Raffines. Raffine, is that how we're saying it?
Raffine.
Raffine. Because they layer up so good. When I practice my Pokemon drawings that I've shown you guys, a lot of times I use those Marco Raffines, and they are also an oil-based pencil, but they don't have the light fast qualities, so they're not as expensive. I think that's the only difference. We're gonna find out when I do the worksheets.
Donna says, I'm new to live chat. Where are you recording from? I'm from Eastern Kentucky.
Hi Donna, we are in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I got to open up a box I received with this awesome set of Faber-Castell Polychromos, and I thought I would jump online and share the fun with you guys and answer some questions and just hang out for a couple hours here. I haven't done a live YouTube feed in a while. I'm live on Facebook every week on Wednesday afternoons. And I've heard rumors that YouTube is supposed to have a new live chat, live event type feed app coming out. And hopefully that's true, because if it is, then going live on YouTube should become easier for me, because I'm using weird apps and it's difficult for me to do it right now. So if they can get their act together and make going live easier, then I will be live on YouTube more often and we'll be able to do more tutorial type things.
Rochelle says, would love to see Pokemon coloring pages. I'm a huge fan.
I would love to do them too. I'm a little nervous about the copyright infringement. I need to do some research because I know tons of people are doing them, coloring pages for Pokemon, but I don't want to get in trouble with copyright infringement for using licensed characters.
Well, you can explain what you were talking about.
So what I've been doing, my son who's 12, I've been trying to get him more excited about art, and so in the evenings when I need to practice my coloring and my drawing, I've been coloring and drawing Pokemon characters, and then I show them to my son and use those to kind of show him, look how cool this is, and you could do this, and it's been working. It gets him excited and makes him want to do art with me because it's stuff he likes, and so it's been really fun. But I've had lots of requests from people to draw the characters first, and then before I color them, share the uncolored version so that everybody can color them too. But like I said, I'm a little nervous about the licensing and copyright infringement, so I don't know.
Mimosa said, I never tried a Polychromos pencil, but I have Marco Ruffing.
Yeah.
Very similar on feeling on the paper.
So far, it's been a while since I've picked up a Marco Ruffing because I've been testing all these other pencils, so I need to pick them up again tonight. After I've done a few more of these, I'll go pick one up tonight, and maybe I'll come on and comment. When I do the review, I will definitely make a comment on my review about how I feel about them compared to these. So, but they are very similar. I think they're a little bit scratchier, so that would tell me they have more filler and less pigment than these. These feel silkier to color with. That's my first impression, but it's been a while since I've colored with them. I've been swatching so many different brands to get ready to film all these reviews, so I've been swatching like crazy. I'm a swatching lady. And we've been filming Sharpie videos and drawing coloring pages for Valentine's and getting ready for the giveaway. We have a giveaway with a challenge going on Facebook if anybody's interested in doing some coloring of one of my coloring pages and being entered into a giveaway. You can go to hit my Facebook page and learn about that. This is almost a fluorescent yellow. It's pretty. The boys' rose? It's very pretty. I like, one thing I like about these better than Prismacolor, once you've done burnishing in with Prismacolor, that wax will shine a little bit in the light. You get a reflection from the wax, and I like how these don't do that. That's some of that waxy buildup they talk about. It doesn't bother me most of the time. Ever so often it bothers me, and it's usually when I'm filming or photographing my art when it's colored. That's when that wax shine bothers me about Prismacolor. Any wax-based pencil will do it, not just Prismacolor though. That's just part of a wax-based pencil. So I don't mean to say it's just Prismacolor. That's wax-based pencil. The oil-based pencil does it too, just not as much. Last one on this row, and this is their cream color, which we'll see what it does here. Oh yeah. There's a few things I always look at when I get a set of pencils. Can I do a portrait with the colors I've been given? Can I do landscape with the colors I've been given? Are there enough primary type colors with the colors I've been given? Did they go overboard with one set of colors and not give me enough of another set of colors? So when I'm looking at purchasing sets, I'll look at that. If they show you a set, sometimes they won't show you, but if they are nice enough to show you, like the back of these show you what colors they come with, I'll look and say, did they give you like way too many greens and not enough blues? My favorite color is purple. Did they give me enough purples to enjoy my favorite color? Or were they stingy with my favorite color? Because some sets I'll just be like, oh, I have to go up a set if I'm going to get enough of my favorite purples. Or that doesn't look like it has enough colors to do a decent portrait, enough flesh tones. So if you're looking at buying a set, those are the kinds of things I look at when I'm trying to decide how many pencils to buy of a particular kind of tool.
Kate says she's grateful for this feed because she has a tooth abscess and is in so much pain. As always, this entertains me greatly.
Kate, I am so sorry, and I relate. I have several teeth that I have to go take care of, and I am so sorry. I keep telling my husband, is there a way they could just knock me out and not wake me up until I'm all healed and it's all over with, and like, knock me out for 2 weeks straight? Is there a way I could sign up for that treatment? Oh, I'm sorry. All right, that's the yellows. Aren't they beautiful? So pretty.
Lisa asks, do you use any other type of alcohol markers?
Alcohol markers. I have a very large collection and it's growing. Many companies are sending me samples of their markers, and I have the full set of the Blick Studio markers that I was showing you in the Pen and Ink Palace by Totally Tiffany. That's the first set that I purchased. I bought, I think, 2 of their markers and tested them and really liked them. And I bought that full set because it seemed so reasonably priced. I bought 1 small package of Copics to play around with. And then I have several sets that have been gifted to me to play around with as I start getting ready and gearing up to start teaching you guys alcohol markers more and to start doing reviews. So like I have some Spectrum Noirs, I have the Coloristas, I have the Colorits, so I have a bunch. So I'm gearing up to start giving my opinion on alcohol markers, but I'm not ready yet because I want to make sure I understand them like I understand pencils. So I feel like I can give you my opinion on pencils. I don't feel like I can give my opinion yet on alcohol markers yet. I do feel like the Blick Studio ones are a good value. I can tell you that. They seem like a really good marker for the price. So,
Creative Joe asks, what is your favorite supply from the dollar store? Your favorite art supply?
gel pens.
Yeah, that's what Stephanie said.
Yep.
Mark's gel pens.
Yep, gel pens. I think I've talked about that in a lot of my gel pen videos. I love their gel pens, so I need to contact them again because they said they were going to be coming out with new colors, and I'm hoping they'll gift us a whole bunch of them and I can give you guys a bunch. So,
Lisa says there are never enough purples or pinks in any set she's bought.
Nope. And I was just peeking at that because I didn't really look at that when we opened this up. And they did pretty good. If you look here, this is almost probably from here over. This is all pink and purple here. So that's pretty good. It seems pretty balanced. This is all, I don't know, the reds seem a little shy. That's it for reds. I mean, I guess you can include pinks in the reds. But that seems a little shy to me. But this is just their 60 set, you know. So it's not like this is all they have in their color selection. But as far as the 60 set, the reds seem a little shy. Blues, there's only a couple true blues up here. That seems a little odd to me. We'll see when I swatch them out. Like, is there really a true light blue up here? I don't know. We'll see.
Stephanie says seems like a lot of yellow.
Yeah, that was 10 yellows. I guess these last two were closer to orange, but still, where there's no real light blue, that's a little odd. We'll see when I swatch them out. Blue is like, you know, a staple color, and there's not a whole lot to pick from up there. So we'll see, maybe some of these purples are closer to blue.
You just need to get a bigger set.
Yeah, me and all my extra money. Well, I'm feeling really spoiled just to have this, so because I don't have enough pencils with all the other sets that I have. I can't wait. We're going to take all the pencil sets that I have and lay them all out like on the floor or something and take a picture so you guys can see all 30 sets laid out on the floor, and then you guys will laugh at me. But it's so funny because I feel like, oh, you know, this is just really sad. I really do need all 100 and whatever they have. I'm such a collector. Like, I feel like I'm not content till I have every single pencil in every single set. Let's see if this tells us how many there are. The numbering jumps around. They do have metallics. And this didn't come with those, it looks like. But they have more metallics than the Prismacolors have. That's cool. It's got silver, gold, copper, ruby metallic, blue metallic, and green metallic. So that's pretty unique. But they don't have fluorescence. Prismacolors have those, I think, 3 fluorescent colors. And they say that they are using the ASTM D4236 light fast standard. So that's good to know, I guess, if that means something to you. So anyway, that is the fun that is my Faber-Castell Polychromos. So I want to do a shout out. Thank you, Faber-Castell, for being so generous. And there will be a giveaway in the future to all of you. So there is a chance for somebody to win this beautiful set of 24 Faber-Castells. So I am so grateful to the generosity of Faber-Castell for sending this. That is really cool of them to do that. So thank you, everyone, for coming on and joining me this evening. It sounds like we had a great time all together, coloring and having fun. So I will be live again Wednesday on my Facebook page where we're going to announce the winner of the giveaway. I'll show you what that one is. Oh, they're too far, can't reach. We're giving away a set of 24 Bic markers, beautiful Bic markers. So that's the prize for that. Go check out my Facebook page if you want to learn about that. And should be lots of fun. So I'm going to take these downstairs and keep working on these little swatches and just have a relaxing, colorful evening. And I hope all of you have a relaxing, colorful evening too. Thanks again, and good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Cytherea asked just at the very end, do you plan on teaching us how to make cards or postcards in the future?
Hi, Cytherea. I'll send you a message. I can't find out how to turn this off.
Bye, everybody.